You, Big Daddy, for keeping things spicy in the social media sphere.
Let me tell you about my life.
Ahoy.
Oh boy.
I was an RA for 5 years. And every year, they have training for RAs. Now, you're only supposed to take it once. Most people are just RAs for a year, maybe 2. Not 5. I was very poor. Anyway, 1 week of this training, you arrive early, and it's a week-long social justice seminar.
I can beat you, man.
5 times. Do you know how much I know about social fucking justice? How horrible it is? Listen to me, people. Just be good. Just be good to yourselves. I was locked in a room one time. They wouldn't let us leave. We had to write slurs about every single person, and they wouldn't let us leave because no one could think of a slur for a white heterosexual male, and we tried. All we got was breeders, and we had to come up with 3 slurs. These are the things! I made something up.
Wait, you couldn't figure out a white heterosexual male slur?
Cracker.
Like honky or cracker or...
No. We tried, and the person that was in charge of it said, no, those aren't as offensive as the N-word. We're talking, they have to be, like, bad words. And we're like... And then
What?
it just never ended. I made up a word. I said, weaselfoot. And he said, what does that mean? And I said, I lived in a very gay community, and all of the gay kids would make fun of me. And they'd say, you're a weasel foot, because weasels' foots are very similar to other animals' foots, and they're hardly indistinguishable. And then I went on the Wikipedia, and I fucking wrote it in as an article so that we could leave. And that teacher looked it up, and he's like, I'm sorry that you were abused for the weasel foots. And that's...
Holy shit.
You gotta take it. It's probably still on there. Probably Google weasel foot on Urban Dictionary. I'm sure it's still on there. All right, true story. You just gotta let it go. I like to think of the world as Fallout, right? Like, what if we all just came out of a vault one day, and then nobody knew all these things in the past, then they wouldn't exist. So if you just don't use naughty words, or you don't get offended by naughty words, then they don't have power over you. It's like the elder gods in Sumerian culture. They feed off your belief in them. If you just don't think bad words mean bad things, then they have no power. It's diarrhea. They're beautiful. Just
Slacks, there actually is a Urban Dictionary entry for weasel foot, and it is, and I quote, a derogatory term aimed at no group or persons in particular, used with the intent of completely and utterly confusing the receiver of the insult.
The receiver of the insult.
Yep.
I wrote that 6 years ago to escape a meaning of social justice.
It was posted in 2007. It adds up.
I don't know if I believe you,
kind of.
Slacks. I don't know.
I wrote it. We had to watch Crash 3 times.
Oh my god.
I hate that movie.
That movie is hard to watch.
Yeah, that's not great. That's not great.
I went to a super liberal college, and you had to take a feminist class for at least 1 semester. And it was 60 people in my class. There were 3 men at the start, and they dropped out because they were scared. It was horrifying.
They were scared?
They were frightened. It was just, you get a bunch of angry feminists in a room, and just they jack each other off for an hour and a half.
If
twice
there's
a
a
week.
guy taking a feminist class, how are you gonna be angry?
It's
at him?
mandatory.
How are you gonna fucking freak
It is
out?
a mandatory course. It was horrible. It was the worst fucking class I ever took. I sat in the back playing fucking Pokemon on my laptop. Never have I been so outraged at a group of people. There was a rule written on the board before every class. You had to check your privilege at the door.
Wow.
And we had a full week unit about the empowering qualities of free bleeding. And if you don't know what that is, do not fucking Google it.
I think I know what that is.
I think
Don't
I
you
have
fucking
a
do
feeling
it.
I know what it.
That doesn't sound like
and
fun
how
for
it's
anyone.
an empowering thing, and all women should do it. And if you don't do it, you're buying into the patriarchy. Fuck that. Oh my god.
Down with the men.
Oh my god. I can't even. That was the worst fucking class I ever took at college. I got a B- because I wrote my final paper 2 hours before it was due. I just thought about every stupid fucking feminist issue I could think of, ranted at it on a Word document.
Okay, feminism is important. Just
It
some
is
people
important.
take
No,
it
it is. It is important. But the things these people were getting triggered over were ridiculous.
I just wanted to make sure that it was clear.
We're getting off topic here.
Yeah, allow me to clear myself by saying something. I believe that everyone has the right to say things, and that you should always fight for what you think is right. And that is a great thing. It's what made this nation amazing. Never in the history of humankind has there ever been a nation that has been agreed upon to be a major power that has not been direct confrontation and under threat of destruction like the United States. Mostly because we allow people to say what they think and change how we live as a society to be the betterment of all of each other. But do not take those fights to Twitter, because it changes nothing. It's only 100 characters, you idiots. If you're putting part 2 of 8 in your fucking Twitter, you've done it wrong.
You fools.
You're fools.
Amen, Slacks. You preach it out, girl. You got this.
It's a system designed to only show you opinions of other people that have your opinions. You wouldn't follow somebody that you hate. It just doesn't happen. So you're only talking to the same peanut gallery. Don't you get it? You can't argue with people.
What are you talking
on Twitter.
about? I
You're
bet you
only
follow.
talking to other people on Twitter that know all the things you know, that like what you like, you fucking idiot.
They call that an echo chamber.
I bet you follow Thorin Slacks.
No. Go out into the world. Spread your beliefs. Fight the good fight. Because sitting behind your computer, typing 100 characters about something that offended you is not doing anything. Go out there and change the world for how you want to have it changed actively. Okay? No hashtags. Go, children.
Go.
There you
Slacks.
go.